what is up guys? Welcome back to Life from the Wrist. Hope you guys are doing well today. Well, if you thought Hodinkee couldn't do anything more when it came to the watch world, I think they just did. They are really doing just about everything that you can think about within the watch world. They recently released Hodinkee Insurance, which is they describe it as the fastest and most secure way to protect the watches you love. This is a very interesting move by Hodinkee. It really shows the strengths that they have within the watch industry. And so I'm going to give you the information about the insurance and my thoughts at the end of it. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys and can answer some of the questions you had about it. So we'll get right into it. But before we do that, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like these types of videos. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button for us, it really does help us out. It's free, you might as well do it. And in exchange for me giving you the information about Hodinkee Insurance, you can give me a like, helps me out. So like I said, Hodinkee Insurance is something that they released recently, and this really shows that, in my opinion, this kind of reminds me of kind of like Hodinkee being the Amazon of watches. They are now they now have a business of writing about recent releases and involved in journalism when it comes to watches. They're in the video space and release really excellent quality videos about watches. They sell vintage watches, they sell modern watches, and now they have insurance that they are allowing for people to use and insure for their watches, which I think is really showing that they are trying to do everything in the watch industry and do it at a really high quality. So, obviously there are insurance companies that you can insure jewelry for, and that's what typically what people have done in the past. And Hodinkee teamed up with Chubb, which is an insurer of valuable collections, and now they are offering a yearly fee to insure specific types of watches. This is really an interesting move for them, and I think their goal is to really minimize the friction that there is when it comes to watch collectors and insurance companies. And they've quoted on their website, we've minimized the paperwork and maximized the protection so you can stop worrying about your watches and focus on enjoying them. I will say my initial thoughts when I first saw this was, well, okay, Hodinkee knows about watches. It's not going to be some insurance company that doesn't know anything about what they're actually insuring, or they have a very one-sided view of what they're insuring. I think this is a good company because they are well within the watch industry and can provide good insights because they know exactly what they're doing. In order to get this insurance, they actually give you instant quotes. It's worldwide coverage, so wherever you are in the world, you're able to actually be insured by this Hodinkee Insurance. What's another interesting fact is there's a zero deductible, so if you do suffer a loss, that is covered by their insurance policy, obviously. There's no deduction, and I think that's quite different than a lot of other insurance policies that you would end up getting. Their insurance also takes into consideration the fact that these watches could be an investment for you, and you can be insured up to 150% of the value of the watch, which I think is a really unique feature that Hodinkee has with this insurance policy, because you don't want to buy a watch at $4,000 US, it appreciates to $4,500, then it gets stolen or something, and then you only get the $4,000. It's taking into consideration the fact that there is investment protection. I think another thing that they're, like I said in the beginning, they're trying to reduce the amount of friction that you will have when it comes to getting an insurance policy on your watch. It's extremely quick for them for you to sign up, and you'll get approved. The approval process is quite streamlined. The claim center operates 24/7, so you can get a hold of them whenever you want. I think this is an obvious feature if you do have a worldwide insurance, if this is a worldwide program that they want to have. And they give on the website, they kind of give some examples of how much it will cost you to insure your watches. So they have the Tudor Black Bay 58. The current value of that is $3,600, and so in order to insure one of those, it's $61 a year. And a Mega Speedmaster, $5,350. It costs $90 to insure. And the list kind of goes on. I'll put up a picture so you can see them, but they even have up to the Patek Philippe 5172G, which is $73,700 that they have listed. That's going to cost you just over $1,000 to insure. I think this is a really, insuring watches, I think if you are into collecting and you have quite a few in your collection, I think it is an important step for you to take, but it isn't completely necessary. It's really what you want to do with it. I personally think that it's very important to have your watches insured in case something does happen to it. You do have that coverage, and I really would trust Hodinkee to do a good job of insuring the watches that I have in my collection. Like I said, because they're so involved in the watch world, via their efforts in journalism, beautiful videos, the retail space, I think this was kind of a natural step in order to make sure that they are really covering everything possible within this hobby that we love. It almost reminds me of kind of monopolizing the watch community a little bit, or at least having an end-to-end coverage of, I'm going to research a watch, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to insure it. Like, they really have end-to-end coverage for you when it comes to buying a watch, deciding what you want to buy, purchasing it, enjoying it, and keeping up with the latest differences and perhaps some of the newer releases that they have. They really are doing everything within the watch world. I think like I said in the beginning, there really is some friction when it comes to getting insurance for watches, especially because insurance companies probably don't take into consideration the watch collecting hobby as much, and also the fact that these watches really are special to you as an individual. I think Hodinkee is going to have that in their mind, which I think comes out with that zero deductible as well as the investment protection that they have. Those two things I really think show that they know what they're doing when it comes to watches, obviously, and they're going to consider that when they design a insurance policy for the watches that you love. So a cool thing to come out. I think they're the first kind of watch journalism company, watch blog, watch mega power to really come out with their own insurance policy for watches. So it's an interesting step. I wouldn't be surprised if other watch websites or watch blogs come out with something similar. It would be very interesting if they didn't. So that's Hodinkee Insurance. I hope this was helpful to give you some information about this release. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out, check out the policy, as well as how you can sign up if you're interested in. They have some FAQs as well down at the bottom. They talk about things like getting your watch appraised before. Interestingly enough, if it is under $100,000 US, you don't actually need to get it appraised, which I thought was very interesting. I'll leave a link in the description for you to check that out. Also, if you didn't do it in the beginning of the video, be sure to hit that like button for us. It really does help us out. And subscribe to the channel if you like these types of videos. And with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time.